Hello, everybody, and welcome to another episode of Ready Set Pop. My name is Mariel Casori, greeting you from Mexico City with two of the most beautiful co-hosts in the world, Lucas Apache from Brazil and Mauricio Sierra from Colombia. Hello, boys.
Hello,
Hello, Mariel. Hello,
friends.
Mauricio. Hey,
How
guys.
are you, friends?
Great,
Happy,
great, great.
And hot. I'm
happy and
happy and
hot.
hot.
Yes,
Yeah.
Yeah.
yeah, it's crazy here right now. But well, they say it's going to last until June, so well,
Oh,
there's not
I
much we
feel
can
you.
do.
Yes, I
Yeah,
feel
I
you.
know.
I know. But anyway, we're really excited to have you guys here on this new episode of Ready Set Pop number 17. Um, it's going to be fun. This time I chose the topic. It's all about movie themes. Yeah, baby. We've been planning to talk about this for years. Well, not for years, for about a year ago.
One
But
year.
No, for 1 year.
but this is definitely something that we've been wanting to talk about because there are tons of movies out there with great soundtracks. You guys will know, will let us know if you guys have seen these movies, if you know these songs. Most of them, of the ones we chose for today, you guys must have heard of them. But if not, Mao made a list on Spotify, a playlist on
Yeah,
Spotify, which you guys can check. The link is going to be on the description of this video, so you guys can check out
yeah.
this playlist and listen to the songs we are talking about today. So
Yes.
let's get started. Okay. Uh who wants to begin?
Go ahead. Go ahead.
Go ahead,
Okay.
you. Yes.
Yeah.
Okay. This first song I'm going to talk about, it probably you guys felt weird when I sent it to you because it's not 2000s, it's not 90s, it's not 80s, 70s, it's 1967.
Yeah.
Um
Oh,
but I'm really obsessed with Mrs. Robinson by Simon and Garfunkel from the Graduate movie soundtrack. It was the official song to that movie from 1967. So I want to ask you guys: have you ever listened to this song, and have you ever watched the movie, Lucas?
The song, yes. The movie, no. But I'm very
Mm.
familiar with the song. Yeah, it's such a
Oh, really?
classic. Yeah,
Oh,
but the movie never heard of. But my brain starts in the middle 80s, so that's why I never
oh,
explored too much before. Just a little 70s, 60s. You are pushing me hard this time.
oh. Okay,
Yeah,
okay, okay. Well, that the song is pretty popular, so
yeah, yeah. And it's really
yeah.
good. It's really fun.
Yeah, it's great. I
Yeah.
don't know about you, Mao. What do you think? Have you seen the movie? Did you know the song?
no, mi Maria, and this is amazing because this is a new opportunity to watch the movie because right now I'm curious. And no, my only reference by Simon and the Garfunkel was "The Son of Silence."
Mm.
Because I remember when I was in high school, one of the teacher was obsessed with the song or something,
Okay.
and she used the song in one class, like to understand the lyrics and something like that. That was my
Mm.
only reference by Simon and the Garfunkel. But I found like I know that you are very pop, like this kind of pop underground, but I think the other side of Mariel, it's very in this kind of
Classic.
music, you know? Yeah, like the legacy of your father or something like that.
Yeah.
Because I can see your dad listening to this kind of music. So I
Yep.
can see like your both sides, and I
Yeah.
understand right now why you decided to share this song with us because it's very you, like the other part of you, like it's not
Yeah.
very pop or bubblegum or teen pop or something like that. It's right now I understand. So I found the song very. It was different because the Son of Silence is very like slow
Mm-hmm.
and this song
Yeah.
is it's a little more upbeat, like up tempo. So it was interesting to know.
Great. Well, I totally recommend you guys to watch the movie. I chose this song in particular because I don't know if I have ever told you this. how you say it, my three, um mm, the holy trinity of actresses for me.
Okay. Yes.
Okay, my number one actress in the world is Mrs. Anne Bancroft, who passed away 20
Okay.
years ago, and she
Okay.
portrayed Mrs. Robinson in The
Oh,
Okay.
Graduate. So today, honoring Anne Bancroft, I just did the hair, like hair, So, uh,
Okay. It was not casual. Okay.
yeah. This is why I chose it, because I love that woman. She was a great, fantastic actress, and the movie is like an icon from the 60s. It was totally
For sure.
different. It changed the cinematography, like everything in the 60s. It was great, and the entire movie is filled with Simon and Garfunkel's music, including The Sound of
Okay.
Silence and another song
Oh,
called the Scarborough Fair. So he Paul Simon wrote the songs particularly for this movie. So
for this movie. Okay.
yeah, so I hope you guys can watch it. I don't think it's available in any digital platform, but I don't know in your countries, so you guys have to check it out. But if not, I bet
Yeah.
you can find it somewhere. But it really is a good movie. So next up, and this is in honor to Mrs. Anne Bancroft, who is my favorite actress in the world. And
And
now moving
who
on
are
to
the
Mao.
other?
yeah, the other
Who
two.
are the others? Yeah,
Oh, my
Maddie.
other two, Miss the beautiful Diane Lane. I love Diane Lane
Okay.
and Diane Keaton. So for me,
Oh,
those
very
three are,
classic.
Yeah, Maria was very
yeah,
classic.
Yeah,
yeah,
very
I know.
classic. Yeah.
Yeah, so those three are my main. But this time I wanted to focus on Anne Bancroft's role for Mrs.
Okay,
Robinson. So yeah.
that's great.
Okay. So Mao, it's your turn. What song do you have for us now?
Okay, I'm going to be very cliche right now because this is a woman that you know, and I think the audience know that I really love, and I've been idolizing this woman like my entire life, And maybe I think in my mind when I was a child, it was my first like a song that I remember like it was the first song I ever heard in my life, like from a movie. And it's "I Will
Mm-hmm.
Always Love You" by Whitney Houston, from the Bodyguard. And it's a classic. The movie. Maybe right now when you see the movie, it's not like I don't know, like an Oscar movie or something like that. Very interesting the movie because it's like a cliche love story.
Mm-hmm.
But this soundtrack is iconic. You know it, guys. I think Whitney Houston, of course, during the '80s was a huge diva, huge singer, everything. But with this song, she proved like I'm here, Whitney Houston, there, Whitney Houston. So yes, it's an amazing song. It's a song that I still listen right now, and I still love it. And I think everybody loved this song, and everybody, when people listen to the song, everybody can say like, "Oh my God, this woman can sing," like now she was like in this place, so what do you think about this song, guys? Because I know it's a song that everybody knows.
Yeah.
Lucas.
Well, what can I say? It's one of the greatest songs ever, like one of the best vocals ever. About the song, there's not much I can say besides that because it's iconic, and as a vocalist for me is like surreal. Everyone who sings that song, and even when they hit the notes, doesn't not feel that perfect as Whitney. Like
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Christina, all those girls who can really sing, they
Jennifer
can sing
Hudson,
this song,
yes.
but it's not the same. The
Yeah.
quality in Whitney Houston voice is surreal. In the movie, I watched it when I was like really young. I remember on television, I was like 7 or 8, like really young.
Okay.
And last year, I had the chance to see the play with Leila Moreno, a singer here in
Yeah.
Brazil.
Mm.
So I was very curious to rewatch the movie now and make the comparison with the play. So I rewatched it last year. At the same day, I watched the movie about Whitney Houston live too. That
Yeah.
is
Mm.
really good too. So it's very fresh in my mind now, and it's a good movie. As you said, it's not like oh super like now they
Extraordinary.
yeah,
Yes.
nothing is extraordinary, but it's really good. It's not a bad movie. So
No.
that's it. It's iconic for sure.
No. Thank you, Fred. What do you think, me, Mariel?
I have never seen the movie.
Oh, okay.
No way.
I,
No way.
I was
Right.
scared.
It's available. Actually, it's available on the platform. So when we finish the episode, you have like the task to watch the movie.
I thought
Yes, I
Maria would say
know.
that she hates the song. I was very afraid.
I
No,
don't
I
think you
have
hate the
never
song.
seen. No, 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 no. I just haven't seen the movie. I'm sorry.
Okay, okay, that's not
You,
a
you, you,
problem.
you right now you have a homework for
I have homework, and you too, and
yeah.
you too with the graduate,
Yeah.
and you too.
Yes, because The
So
Graduate is a classic. Yeah.
yes,
Adrian never watched it either.
I've never
I can't
seen
believe
them.
it.
Yeah.
I can't believe it.
Okay, so
I'm so
Adrian, we are in the
disappointed
same place.
right now.
I know. I love the song. I obviously grew up listening to it because my dad, once again, hello, Daddy, he used to play it a lot, and he always said that Whitney Houston had one of the greatest voices, and yeah, that's for sure. And now I have been able to listen to more of her because of Mao, who recommended me some of Whitney's music. Obviously, I Will Always Love You is a classic, is timeless. Her voice is magnificent. I don't think I have ever heard a cover that is as good as Whitney's
Mm.
original.
Yeah.
So
Yeah.
for sure, it's great, and I think the movie soundtrack sold millions of copies. Yeah, I think it's one of
Yeah.
the most highest gross soundtrack ever because
Yeah.
Yeah.
the songs were pretty good. So
Yeah.
yeah, and we know Whitney sings in the movie and stuff. So yeah, she's great.
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah. For sure.
Hello to Mouse mom, Miss Luz Elena, and
Uh. Hello, mommy.
yes, and
Hello.
to
Hola.
Nancy from Bogota, yeah, too. So hello,
Hola,
everybody.
Hola,
Nancy. Thank you for
Nancy.
the support.
Yes, thank you
Sí.
so much, everybody. Okay, Luquitas, your turn, darling.
Okay, it's my turn. Well, the first track I want to talk about is "Here I Am" by Bryan Adams. Um,
Mm.
Bryan Adams is a very pop rock sound, like I think matches that my taste. But this song is very special to me. It's very important, and it's all about the lyrics for me. It's not even about the movie because I never watched the movie. I just realized today. It's part of an
Okay.
animation movie called Spirit that
Mm-hmm.
seems to be very beautiful and emotional. I wanna see it. It's one of those movies that is always on my mind. Like I wanna watch it. I wanna watch it, and the years are going by, and I'm still here. But
Mm-hmm.
I'm going to watch really soon. But this song is so important to me because sometimes when I feel kind of lost, I like to sing and listen to this because of the lyrics saying, "Here I am. This is me. I'm exactly the place that I was supposed to be." And I don't know. There's something magical and a real connection. And I love the elements of pop rock, but there's also some I don't know. I think it's in Portuguese is indígena when they come from the Indians.
Yeah,
Elements in
same.
the
Indian,
choir.
indigenous.
Yes, yes. In the choir, maybe because of the movie. I don't know because I didn't watch, but that sounds so beautiful and organic for me, and I really love the song. And the reason why I chose to is because this song is vanishing from internet for some reason. Was very easy to find like
Mm-hmm.
this version of the movie, everywhere now is not that easy, and the music video is not on YouTube anymore, at least here in Brazil. So
Mhm.
that reminds me why we still collecting music. Also,
Yeah.
not just because we love collecting, but sometimes um, it is a guarantee, that you can
Yeah.
have that song forever, or that movie, because with streaming, movies are coming and going, like you have no control. So
Yeah.
it's a good reminder that we collect for that reason too. And I
Yeah.
just want to say something, that my favorite song in a soundtrack ever is Easy You by Cassie. That is not classic at all, like Marielle. But I didn't choose this song because we made a track about the R&B princess. And I remember I talk a lot about the song from the Step Up to soundtrack.
We
So
know.
Yeah.
that's why. But
We know.
yeah, just for the record, I want to say that that is my favorite.
Oh,
So I don't know if you guys had the chance to listen to Here I Am. So let's start with Marielle.
I did. I have never listened to that song, to be really honest. I'm
Yes.
not really familiar with Brian Adams' music. I know
Mm-hmm.
some songs, and this sounds like a Brian Adams song. It's like
Yeah.
it was for him. So
Exactly.
I haven't seen the movie either. I know which movie it is. Correct me if I'm wrong, Luquitas, but I think "Goodbye to You" by Michelle Branch is featured in that soundtrack too.
I don't think so. No.
Well, anyway,
Okay.
um, but I was listening to it today, and I liked it. I can see why you liked it, Lucas, because it's so you. It's so
Yes.
pop rock. So um, I should I have to see the movie to see how what kind of connection it may have.
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
So it would be important to watch it. I think the original movie, like with people, not cartoons, it's out there, and it's with Diane Lane, and I haven't seen it, so
Oh,
it sucks.
Oh,
So I
awesome.
know.
I had
So
no idea.
but
Yes.
yeah, but they made the cartoon movie for kids. So yeah, we should watch it to see how it can be related to the movie, because
Yeah.
sometimes songs have some relationship to the topic or to the story of the
Yeah.
movie.
yeah.
So, but
I'm
I
pretty
liked it.
sure I'm gonna cry on this one.
Yeah,
I know.
probably yes.
Yeah. And you, Mo.
Okay, when I was listening to the song, I knew the why you love the song so much, and it's because of the lyrics.
Mm-hmm.
It's the kind of lyrics that I know you love. Look at this.
Yes.
So yes, I understand immediately. Like, oh my god, I understand why Lucas loved this song so much because it's about the lyrics.
Yes.
When I was listening, of course, I know the Brian Adams work, not so much, but I know the type of singer that he is. But in the other hand, I was thinking like I'm listening CCM song. I don't know why.
Oh.
Like Stephen
Yeah.
Curtis Chapman or something like that.
Mm-hmm.
It was giving me that kind of vibe,
Yes,
like
because it's very
this
emotional.
Christian
Yes.
vibe. It's very emotional. It's very inspirational in a way.
Yes. Yes.
So yes, I was thinking like, oh, this is the kind of song like Stephen Curtis Chapman. I don't know if you are the Stephen Curtis Chapman is like this kind of song by him. Like I know
Hmm.
Stephen Curtis Chapman is like the CCM Brian Adams in a way.
Okay. Makes
But
sense.
yeah, it makes a lot of sense. So yeah, it was giving me that kind of vibe, and I love this kind of lyrics when it's like about you, about like
Yeah.
facing a lot of different situation and
Yeah.
win and this kind of stuff. So yeah, this song is very good, and the lyrics are like very powerful.
Yeah. Thank you. I'm glad you guys like it. This song
Yeah,
makes me emotional just to talk about it. I don't know why, but I love it.
Oh, looking is okay.
I know.
Okay. Moving on. I chose. It's weird. Now I focused on my top artists, and I am talking about Hugh Grant, who happens to be my favorite actor in the world. So,
Hugh
um,
Grant, no way.
Hugh Grant, I love him. Yes, he's great.
Okay.
So-
my mom that is watching hates Hugh Grant, so it's very
oh,
funny.
Yeah.
why?
But she loves
Uh,
Brian Adams.
Well,
Yes,
yeah.
she's saying.
But she
yeah,
loves Brian Adams. Yeah,
Yeah.
yes, she's
it's funny.
saying that. Well,
Mm.
well, I love Hugh Grant, and in this movie, Music and Lyrics, which is a very pop movie, he made it with Drew Barrymore. They were portraying to be songwriters, and they are writing this song to a type of Britney,
Yeah.
and they do this song called "Way Back into Love," which turns out to be the movie's lead song. But at first, the girl didn't like it. She wanted something to sound more, like sexy or
Sexy.
so, and she ruins the song. But then she realizes that the song is really beautiful. So
Yeah.
for me, it's a great song. I love seeing Hugh Grant singing. It's not something that happens every day because Hugh Grant is known only for acting. But I think that he did a good job with Haley Bennett, who is the girl that plays the singer in the movie. I think they did a great job. If this song was released by, I don't know, Britney and I
And
don't
the
know,
other guy of the other guy of the other guy that
probably
was not George Michael. This is the kind of play,
probably like,
This is the kind
yeah,
of character. Yeah,
yes,
I
like
I imagine Gary Barlow. So I
Gary
don't know.
Barlow,
yeah.
yes,
Yeah.
from Take Five, from Take That. I'm
Take
sorry,
that.
um,
Take
Okay,
that.
Take That.
okay.
So yeah, um, for me, it's a sweet song. It's really pop, and I love seeing my favorite actor portraying something like singing. Like he did a great job. I want to
Yeah.
ask you what you guys think, Mao.
I love the movie. I love the movie. One of my favorite movies. Drew Barrymore is one of my favorite actors, actually. Now that you
Oh.
mentioned that Hugh Grant is one of your favorites, Drew Barrymore is one of my favorites. I love the movie. It's one of the movies that you love and you love and you cry and it's very funny. There are parts of the movie that I love so much. Actually, my sister loved the movie too. There is a part in the
Mm,
movie when she says something like, "I was so in love with him, like the writer or something like that, like the professor of her." It's very hilarious. I love the movie. And
mhm,
talking about the songs, I think it's very interesting because when you see the movie, you consider that the songs are like a joke. Every song is
mhm,
like made for a joke because this girl is Cora Corman. It's like a kind of
mhm,
Britney, and
Yeah.
she's mixing a lot of things, like in her music, like Indian
mhm,
and Arabic, but with pop music. But when you
Yeah.
listen to this song, when you listen to Way Back into Love, it's like very romantic, very
mhm.
beautiful lyrics. So, oh, Mariel, when you share with us this song, I was like, oh my God, I love the movie and I love the songs. And I love actually the voices of
Yeah.
them singing
Mhm,
together. Yeah, and I love this part when the character of Drew Barrymore thought that, oh, they are not giving me credit because I wrote the song at the end,
mhm,
and
mhm.
suddenly
And
they
she
start playing other song,
Mhm.
and at the end they play that song. It's amazing. I love the movie. I love the movie. I laughed a lot with the movie. I love it. Love it.
Oh, yes. Well, thank you, Mao. I'm glad. I'm glad
Yeah.
that you are
Yeah.
part of my team. Luquitas, it's
Yeah.
your turn. You
Yeah.
like
Yeah.
it?
I do. I was just thinking how connection is something weird because I feel like I should like more this movie and this song
Mm,
Mhm.
because it is pretty much something that uh, is part of my work, like music and everything. But for some reason, I watched it once. I thought it was cool, but was not stuck in my mind like that. For you guys, like the song, I didn't what was not in my mind anymore. So when I listen, well, oh, okay, I remember now.
mm,
Of course, it is good. It's a good song. The voices are good, but I wish I could like more the movie and the song.
Okay.
Maybe the reason why is because back then I used to date a girl in that moment in my life, and she
Okay.
loved it so much this movie, and she was
mm.
always talking. We should sing the song of the movie. We should sing the song together. And I was like, I don't want, I don't want, I don't want. So it took me a while to watch the movie. So I don't know, maybe
Okay.
in my mind, in the back of my mind, that's the reason. But of course, it's
Mhm.
good. Yes.
Oh, great. Yeah, great. I'm glad. Adrian is saying, I have not seen any of the movies mentioned. What's wrong with
No
me? I need
way.
to get the ball.
Yeah,
Adrian, bye.
please
Um,
No way. No way. You haven't
watch
seen,
Friends. You have
yes,
this weekend
this,
at least
yeah.
one movie.
you
Yes.
have to watch this. And Joaquin
Yes.
says that Music and Lyrics is one of his favorite movies. I know
No,
it's
it's
so
good.
made for us pop music lovers. So
Yeah.
Yes,
yeah,
yes.
right. Okay. Who's next? Mau. Mau, your next song.
Yeah, my next song, it's another obvious song for me. This song is from my favorite movie of all time, that is A Walk to Remember.
Hmm.
Hmm.
There are a lot of songs that I love, and I was thinking about to share Rachel Lampa's "If You Believe" because
If you
it's like
believe.
one of my favorites. But I decided to share the original one, that is "Cry" by Mandy Moore.
Hmm.
I remember when I knew about the movie, I was so obsessed because it was Mandy Moore, and Mandy Moore. I love Mandy Moore, and it was about like this story with a little of Christianity message inside of the movie. Like I was so obsessed. I love Shane West too. So yes, this was like a perfect movie for me, and I love the song, and the video is amazing. The video is like a continuation of the movie, so you
Hmm.
can see like the years that they shared together before she passed away. So it's
Hmm.
very interesting to see like this in kind of interaction, and she's singing from the sky. It's like very
Hmm.
beautiful. I love the lyrics. I love Mandy Moore. You know it. Audience know that the three of us love Mandy Moore.
Yes, we
We
do.
Yep.
dedicate an entire episode talking about Mandy Moore. So yes,
Hmm.
it was inevitable to include this song for me because it's my favorite movie of all time, and I love this song. What do you think, guys? I know you love it, but let me know your thoughts even about the movie.
Yeah.
uh,
Cool.
Mariel.
Okay. Well, I love A Walk to Remember too. Definitely another perfect movie made for us pop music lovers.
Yeah,
The soundtrack is fantastic in general. I mean, it has great
Yes.
songs. I love this collaboration between Mandy Moore and Jonathan Foreman.
Switchfoot
I think.
Yeah.
Yeah.
from Switchfoot. Yeah,
So someday we'll know. Yeah, I love
Yes.
yeah,
that song. It's perfect. I think it's brilliant. And like now, Adrian just mentioned, "Only Hope." "Only Hope" is also so
yeah,
beautiful. So the soundtrack is filled with great songs, and "Cry" definitely portrays the message of the
yeah,
movie
yeah.
perfectly. So I think it's great. It's beautiful. I cannot say anything else because I love Mandy, and that song for me is perfection. It does make me cry. So bye. Yeah.
Yeah, I know. I know. What
Yeah.
about you, Luca?
Yeah. I I was this close to choose "It's Gonna Be Love" by Mandy Moore for
Oh.
my list because it's part of the soundtrack, and I also
Mhm.
love, and I listen and I connect to the scene in the movie that they
With the
are.
tattoo, this part of,
Yes, they
yeah,
he is like fulfilling the dreams that she want to experience it before the
the
sad
past.
end.
Yeah,
Yes, so I love that song. I love the soundtrack in general. I really love Switchfoot, and the soundtrack was uh, made around the music of this band, like Only Hope is originally by them, and there's a lot of songs by this band in the soundtrack, and he's singing with Mandy Moore, and someday we'll
yeah,
know. So
Mhm.
it's really cool, and the movie is like I don't know, part of our generation. I think
yes,
everyone
Definitely.
loves, and I think it's very outside of the bubble of pop music, because every time I talk about Mandy Moore and someone said, I don't know who's Mandy Moore, I say I want to remember. Then, oh, okay, now
Yeah.
I know it's the girl. No, walk to.
Everybody has seen that movie.
Yeah.
And
Yeah.
Adrian has seen the movie, so yes, Adrian
Yeah.
has seen
So
it.
It
you
was
know.
impossible. I know. Yeah, yeah.
Yeah.
I
Yeah.
was thinking like, okay, it's impossible. I didn't know. Watch the
We are
movie.
going to
Yes.
take take you out of the group, Adrian, if you have never seen A Walk to Remember.
Yeah,
So,
I'm
well,
actually very curious to know if Cry was supposed to be in the soundtrack from the beginning, because it's also part of the
it
album.
was
But I think
part
so
of the
because of the
album. Mm,
lyrics. Yeah.
Yeah.
So
yeah.
yeah, yes,
I think it was like that. Like the song was made for the movie, but then was included in the album. I think
yeah, to
that.
kind of promote together.
Yeah.
Yes, makes
Yes, of
sense.
Yeah.
course.
Makes sense. Makes sense. Who's next? Luquitas. Luquitas.
It's
Luquitas.
me. Okay, now I'll go with let me remember my tracks. Speechless by Naomi Scott. I'm
Mhm.
very happy to talk about this because Marielle mentioned Naomi in one track recently because she
Mm.
interviewed
Mhm.
this girl that I really like.
Yes.
She's an actress, but
Mhm.
she's also a singer, and she's always in projects that I love. The first time I saw her was Lemonade Mouth on Disney Channel. That is a movie
Mhm.
that for me is very underrated because is for me is even better than Camp Rock that was very famous, and this
Popular.
movie
Yeah.
was not that famous, but Lemonade Mouth is way better. And
Mhm.
Naomi is part of this movie. Then she played Kimberly in the Power Rangers movie that I really love, and she's Jasmine in the Aladdin movie. And this is original song from this movie in 2019, if I'm not wrong.
Mhm. Mhm.
And I don't know. This song for me screams like huge song for a soundtrack. She has the voice, like the lyrics, and the way they produce it with uh, orchestral things together. And I think she did a really great job vocally with this song. I think she shows that she can sing, not only act. And again, for me, it's about the lyrics. I have something with songs that claim like I want to be free, I want to speak my mind, I want to be who I am. And Speechless is also about this. It's like you cannot shut me down. I'm gonna speak whatever I want, whenever I want, and that is very powerful to me. And for a princess from Disney, I think it's also very powerful. Maybe that's why she's my favorite because I think the character is very strong. Is She's not naive like other past princes that we saw in the movies. So I
Mhm.
really
Mhm.
love. Yeah, I want to start with Mao on this one.
I remember, friend, when the movie was released here in Colombia, I was so curious to know about the movie because it's like a movie that belongs from our childhood. So I was like, oh my god, I want to watch the live action version. So I remember when I watched this part of the movie when she was singing, I was like, oh my god, this girl can sing, you
Yeah,
know. And this is the perfect song for a Disney movie. It's powerful.
yes,
She's singing so beautiful and touch your heart and your soul in a way. Like you
yeah,
feel like what she's singing. And in the other hand, I think it was so clever to add this song like as an addition because it's not part of the animated movie. The animated
yeah,
original movie
yeah.
is
It's
not part of
original
that.
for this
It's
movie. Yes,
new, it's original. So I think it's great because in the original, I think only Aladdin is singing. I don't remember if Jasmine maybe sings,
a
in
whole
one
new,
part of the
a whole
Together.
movie.
new world. Yes,
Together.
A whole new world, yeah, a whole
yes,
new
Yeah.
world together. But this time, Jasmine is singing by herself, solo. So
Mhm.
it's
Mhm.
amazing this kind of lyrics that when she's singing, like, oh, okay, I can be strong. I can be this kind of princess that is different. So I love it. And right now, I'm very curious to know more about Naomi singing because she
yeah.
has a great voice. Yeah.
Yeah, she has an EP solo that is not soundtrack of anything. It's pop, but it's
Okay.
kind of experimental, but works the listen. I think you may
Okay.
like
Okay.
this.
I gotta check
And
it
Okay.
out. Yeah.
yes, and you, Marielle.
Well, I did watch Aladdin, but only once, so I couldn't remember in which part she sings it, but because I've only watched it once, but
Yeah,
I
yeah.
did like it. And the funny thing is that I picture it more on a Broadway show more than in a
Mm,
movie. For me,
no,
Mhm.
it
it's very
sounded
Broadway.
more like a theater song.
Yeah,
And it makes sense because of the emotion. It sounds like, oh, I love so Broadway, so stage thing.
yeah,
So I liked it. I didn't know that she sang. I wasn't really aware. So for me, it was a surprise, and I was watching through um, Spotify that there's like a lot of songs by her, and I'm like, okay, I'm gonna listen to her. I didn't
yeah,
know, so thank you now, Luquitas, for
yeah.
this
Yeah.
You're
information. But the song is great. It goes perfectly, like you say. It's not like an innocent princess anymore. It's
yeah,
like
No.
more mature, more aware of what's going on in the world.
yes,
So it fits perfectly for that character in particular.
yeah.
So yeah,
Great. And the
Adrian,
second movie is coming. I'm hoping to have
yes,
another song. Yes.
yes, I saw that. Adrian says that I have seen Aladdin animated, live action, and Broadway show. All three are
Oh,
just
okay.
amazing. Yeah, yeah. I mean, it's a great movie.
Because Adrian is very fan of Disney.
Very
He
Disney. Yeah.
loves Disney so much.
Here in
Oh,
Brazil, we
you
say Aladdin.
Aladdin. In
Yeah.
in here is Aladdin.
Aladdin,
Yeah.
Aladdin, yeah.
My daughter is obsessed with Jasmine. She has her Jasmine doll. She sleeps
Oh,
with it.
Oh,
Yeah,
okay, okay.
yeah,
Oh, that's cute.
yeah. She loves it. Okay. Next. It's me.
did you?
This story, I love it. That's why I chose it. I don't know. Please tell me first if you guys have seen the next Karate Kid with Hilary Swank.
I know, but I never. Uh,
I'm leaving. Bye.
yes, maybe once, Mariel, maybe once, but
No,
it's not that is very clear in my mind. But yes, I have
I
seen it.
never watched any
I have seen
Karate
it,
Kid.
This is
Mariel.
so
Yeah.
sad. This is so sad. Anyway, well, I remember the first time I watched that movie was 95. I must have been 6. Um, well, and I wanted to be Hilary Swank. I wanted to be like
Yeah.
Karate Kid and learn how to fight with Mr. Miyagi. Um, but as I grew up and rewatched it, there was this scene where the bad guy from the movie is coming, and
Mm.
when he is coming, the music sounding is M Peoples moving on up, moving
Yeah.
on up, moving on out. So for me, I was like, wow, the song is great, but the bad guy, he's so handsome. So
Okay.
I did I did some research years later. He didn't work in other popular movies, but I was
Oh,
able to
Oh,
find him years later, contacted him, and nowadays we are great friends through
what?
through social media. Yes, Michael Cavalieri, if you are watching this, you know you are my favorite. You know I love you so much. Um
that's great.
he's an amazing person, and I have told him this story like 1,000 times that I used to watch this movie and love this part in particular because he was there in the moment where that song that is one of my favorites was coming in. So I was like, yeah, it's like every time I listen to Moving On Up by M People, I think of Michael Cavalieri, who plays Ned Randall on the next Karate Kid.
Okay.
So, and we've been friends. He's been so good. He has sent me autographs. We have had video calls. He and his wife are great people. So that's why I wanted to share this time.
That's a
Oh,
Uh,
that's
wonderful story,
cute.
mi Mariel. That's
Yes.
what's Yeah.
Yeah.
yes. I will.
He's still so handsome. He's still so handsome.
Well, yeah. Even though I don't know how old is he now. He's probably 50, but he looks great, and he's now having a lot of success in Italy because he just directed a movie called La Porta dell'Inferno, um, and other movies that are based in Italy and on
Okay.
Italian stories of his family. So he's great. I will show you later my autograph. and he
Okay.
That's
acknowledges
right.
me as his number one fan. He always says greetings to my number one fan. He knows it's me, so I
Oh,
I
so
adore
cute.
I adore him, and this song is part of that movie, but especially when he comes first into the scene. So I want to know your thoughts. I know you guys haven't seen the movie, okay, bye, but but I want to know what are your thoughts on M People's "Moving On Up" because it's a great, great, great song.
Yeah.
Lucas.
Well, first of all, I want to say that I hope my crush from movies one day become my friend too,
Yeah.
because that's really cool. And about the song, it was like unlocked memory for me. Uh,
Mm,
is one of those songs that you know, but you don't realize that you know until you listen.
you
So I was
listen,
like,
okay.
okay, I remember, and this screams 90s and childhood. So probably was on the radio here in Brazil too, because it's very familiar and it's very fun and a good song to dance. And I think fits in a lot of movies. It could be like in a cartoon. I don't know, in some scene that someone is chasing the other character. I don't know, but it sounds very fun to me. But
Mhm.
to be honest, was not on my mind anymore. So thank you so much for that because it's really fun.
Okay, and please watch the movie. I think that one is available on Netflix and Max. So
Okay.
Okay.
please watch. Mao.
Now that you mentioned the name of the guy Michael Cavalieri, I remember that once I watched something like a documentary or something like that, talking about these kids that were very famous because of a role, and suddenly
Mhm.
nothing happens, and they had the whole package. Like they were very handsome and talented,
Yes.
and I remember he was included on this documentary or something like that. So now that you mention him,
Yeah.
he was like a little like he had his moment in that like in that time. So yeah, now that and it's great that you are in contact with him right now. Like it's
No, yeah.
crazy. Yes, it's
You
it's
have no idea
amazing.
what it means to me. Yeah.
Of course, my Mariel, of course,
Yeah,
it's
it's very
great.
special, of course.
And talking about this song, for me, it was like the same Luquitas said. It
Hmm.
was like a lock memory because I already knew about the song, yes. And it was like when I was listening to the playlist and listening to the song, I was like, I know that song. It's the same. It reminds me of childhood, 90s, very happy place in my mind. I don't know. Yes, it was an unlocked memory for me too.
It's so 90s.
Yeah,
Definitely.
So nice.
yeah,
Yes.
yeah.
Yeah. Mao, your next song?
My next song. Okay, talking about crushes. I have I have a crush on this guy, and I have a crush of this guy on Freddie Prinze Jr. The song is
Mhm.
"Kiss Me" by Six Men Not the Richer from She Sold That.
Yes.
This song in particular, I think we mentioned this in other episode because this song was part of this kind of crossover movement from the
Mm-hmm.
Christian to the mainstream. The song was very popular everywhere. I remember listening to the song not only in the Christian radio, of course, like everywhere. I remembered, I remember this. I listened to the song first, and then I had the opportunity to watch the movie. And this is the classic '90s movie that is silly but it's good.
It's
The
great.
Like
girl take the glasses and she's beautiful. Yes.
yes, exactly. The ugly girl that suddenly is beautiful and suddenly is popular, and the cute guy that is like the popular guy, like the
With a
core
huge
bag and
heart.
stuff
Yes.
with a huge heart. Yes, and fall in love with her. So yes, I love the movie. It's a silly movie again, but it's one of my favorites movie, and it's I think my favorite movie from the '90s. I love
Yes.
it. I love this part of this time when Freddie Prinze Jr., Sarah Michelle Gellar, Jennifer Love Hewitt, and Ryan Phillip
Yes.
were the guys.
Yes.
The
for
biggest.
every movie. The biggest ones, yes, like
Yes.
they were like the popular teenagers of that time. I love this quartet in a way. So yes, I love the song, and the movie is very special for me. What do you think, guys? Luquitas.
Well, again, I almost chose a song by the same soundtrack. That's
Okay.
actually "There She Goes" by Sixpence None the Richer
Uh,
too, because I really love this band and I really love this movie. And for some reason, I've been listening to "There She Goes" a lot in the past weeks. I think this song brings me a sense of innocence that sometimes I miss inside of myself, like being so running all the time and everything is so sexual for us, especially as a gay man. So sometimes I need to come back to this innocent part of me that is dreaming, with simple things and a little of romance maybe. And there she goes puts me in this mood. And I really love this movie too. And actually I think so cool that the favorite actors by Marielle are super amazing actors, because for me, I know that they aren't that good, but my favorites are actually those that you mentioned because of my childhood. So it's Sarah Michelle Gellar, is Fred Prince, Mila Kunis from The Seven Show, and um, Melissa John Hart from Sabrina. All
No.
those artists that were like in the teen universe in the 90s are my favorites. And this movie is so silly, but also so good.
Yeah.
I really love. And Kiss Me is perfection. Like, what can I say? I really love it. So for me, that's it.
Me, Mariel. What do you think?
well, Adrian just said that She's All That is a classic teen flick from our era, and that's for
Yes,
sure.
for sure.
It's a 90s iconic movie. I love
Yeah.
it. I have seen it thousands of times, and I never
Yeah.
get tired of it. It's like I can rewatch it and no problem, you
No.
know?
Yeah.
So,
I know.
and I love that part when Kiss Me is on the movie when she's coming down the stairs
Yes.
with her new
Classic.
With the
outfit,
new appearance, yeah.
new appearance, and she's looking, so fabulous, look that, shiny darling. And
With the high
looks
heels.
at her he looks at her like, oh, what a change.
Yes.
So and it's like kiss me because you look beautiful, so it makes
Yeah.
Yeah.
sense that they
Yeah.
play that song on that specific scene. So it's great. It's a great movie. I cannot say anything else but that I love it, and that
Yes.
it's great. Here Adrian is saying us that when he met Freddie Prince Jr. in Los Angeles, he autographed his
He told me
cookbook
about
for him, and he wrote Con Amor. He's so
Con amor.
dreamy.
that.
Oh, that's so cute,
I
Adrian.
remember I remember when Adrian shared that story for me, and I was like, oh my god, if Freddie Prince Jr. writes for me like Con Amor, I was like dying, like, oh my god, Con Amor
Yeah,
for me? Oh
Yeah.
my god, yes, I love that guy so much.
yes. So that's a great thing, Adrian, that you have your
Yeah,
so.
amazing.
Amazing.
And yes,
Yes.
And
Kiss Me is
Adrian told me that Freddie was very very cool. He was very
Yeah.
cool. He was very
He looks
like,
very
yeah.
gentle. Yes. Yeah.
Yes, very
he must
gentle,
be.
very polite, very, yeah.
Yeah. Have you guys watched it? He's All That from Netflix.
Of
No,
course. Yeah. No? Oh,
nope.
yes.
It's like
I did.
a
It's
updated
good.
version.
It's good.
Yes.
And yeah, it's good. And they try to make a new version respecting the old version and including
Yes.
a lot of
Mm-hmm.
elements from the old version. It was good. It was good.
Yeah.
I
He's
liked
not
it.
bad. Yes. Of course, it's not iconic as the original, but it's good.
No,
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
I
It's good.
haven't seen it. But okay, Luquitas, your next song.
There,
Hmm.
Okay, now we are with Rewrite the Stars, Zendaya and Zac Efron, from The Greatest Showman. That is an amazing movie. Is like, I don't know. Sometimes with musical movies, you can even us loving music, we could you can be kind of annoyed with so many singing. But this show like is so spectacular. This movie is so spectacular. Every song and everything, and the dance and everything, the story, I really love it. And this is my favorite song from the soundtrack. And I think it gets me so much because I can feel the the pain in the way they are singing, like
Hmm.
very desperate. The Zac Efron very desperate to be together, and she's very hesitated, and so the way they are singing moves me. Like you know, I want you is not a secret. I'm trying to hide. It's so simple but so beautiful to me, and the
Hmm.
way she sings is also very beautiful. And both could have like an amazing career as singers, and both decided to stay on acting only. So it's good that we have those type of movies where we can see the place that the voices are right now, because we knew Zendaya from Disney that she was very young, and Zac Efron also from High School Musical, he was very young. So this movie is from 2017. For me, was a chance to listen more mature version of their voices in a beautiful and amazing song. I really love the song. So I want to start now with Marielle about this.
Okay, fun fact: I haven't seen the movie, and I didn't know about the song.
Okay.
So two of the songs that you sent today were like completely new to me. So
But that's good. Yes.
that yeah, but it's great to discover new things.
Yes,
So
exactly.
this one was good. I at first I was like, who is singing? Because I tried not to. Uh, I wasn't remembering who
Hmm.
you said it was singing, and I'm like, who is this? And then oh, okay, then that's why it sounds like so young and fresh, because in that movie, isn't Hugh Jackman part of it?
Yes.
Luquitas? Yeah,
Yes.
I thought
Yeah.
he was the only one singing. So for me, I was
Uh,
like, who is this? I didn't know Zac Efron was part of it too. But I need to watch the movie. But I liked it. I liked it. I cannot give you like an honest opinion if I haven't seen the movie.
okay.
So because I believe there's a story behind it, behind the
Yes.
song. So
Yeah.
I will have to watch it. But I liked it at first listen. So yeah, good.
Yeah. After watching, it will be more meaningful for sure.
Okay, okay.
Yeah. And you, Mo.
I haven't seen the movie either. And I remember when the movie was released, it was like a huge hit in Colombia, was so popular. But I knew that Zac Efron and Zendaya and Hugh Jackman were part of the movie. And talking about this song, I was so surprised because I remember Zac Efron's voice from High School Musical that was so mm, so adolescent. I don't know how to say it. And
Hmm.
right now he's singing in a very adult way, like with a different kind of voice right now
Yes.
because he's a grown man. So I love Zendaya. I love Zendaya. I love everything she does. Like she sings very cool, and she attempts to release something in the past, like a real. Well, she had an album, a complete album,
Yes.
but then she was working with different kind of stuff. Like she had like a collaboration with Chris Brown that I really love, and I love her style and I love her voice. She reminds me a lot of Aaliyah. This kind of smooth voice, very
Yes.
good. So talking about the song, every song was that is part of this movie is very powerful. I know that, and
Yes.
this
It is.
song is like that. It's very powerful. It's very, like, even when Zendaya's voice is smooth, is very powerful in a way, so yeah.
Yes.
I want to know the story behind, as Maril said, like I want to know
Yeah.
what is behind of the song. So I need to watch the movie, but I like it, and I like Zendaya so much, and I was surprised because of Zac Efron's adult voice, like man voice.
Yes, I'm happy you can feel how powerful is the song.
Yes,
Yes,
because it is.
it is.
Adrian is saying, I haven't seen it. I love musicals, but this one looks annoying. Hugh Jackman is the reason why I don't want to watch this movie. um,
Okay.
I'm not a huge fan of him either, but I will watch it somehow. I mean, he annoys me as
Ah,
Wolverine sometimes.
okay.
Yeah, but anyway. Um, okay, our finals, which is our bonus tracks. Oh, yeah, I chose I Believe by Yolanda Adams. I believe you know this one, Adrian, because Yolanda Adams is a CCM artist slash gospel. So, from the movie Honey in 2003, I am a huge Jessica Alba fan. So, when she did this movie after doing Dark Angel for 2 consecutive years, I was so, anxious to see how she was going to do it as a dancer because we knew her in Dark Angel as, a genetically engineered killing machine. So I was like really anxious to see her doing something different dancing. I didn't know she could dance that well, and that movie really impressed me. The movie indeed has a great soundtrack. I know my Mao likes it too because I know it has a lot of R&B hip hop singers in it. But I believe it's a beautiful song. It really matches with the theme of Honey. Wanting to achieve your dreams, that you can do it, you can make it. It's one of those positive songs like "Miracles Happen" by Myra. So it's pretty similar, the effect, the message of that movie, of that song. Like you can dream, you can purchase chase. I'm sorry, what you're looking for, and you can achieve it, and it's the final dance of the movie. So for
Yeah.
me, it was a great song. I want to know your thoughts, Mimao.
I love the movie. You know it. I love the soundtrack. I don't know if people know. I know. I think you know it, Mariel. This was originally for Aaliyah, but
Yeah.
of course Aaliyah passed away. Yes, and then it was offered for Jessica Alba that made uh, wonderful work in the movie. I love her. She's very cute. She dances extraordinary. So I think she was perfect for the role. And talking about the song, it's an amazing song. I love this part of the end, like they are dancing, and as you said it, it's like this kind of song that is giving you hope and it's giving you a lot of positive vibes. And I love all the soundtrack. I love the movie, and I was. This is the part of the. I don't know. I think Luquitas loved the movie. I expect so, because this is the part of the episode that we are very connected. Like we love the same thing, because as you said it, the movie is wonderful, and I was about to include one of the songs like from this movie because it's one of my favorite movies of all time too, and one of my favorite dance movies, and because a lot of R&B. So yeah, I love the combination because it's Yolanda Adams, as you said it. Yolanda Adams is a gospel singer, but she was
Mm-hmm.
included, and it's like a perfect, like you have Sean Desmond in the soundtrack. I love
Yes.
Sean Desmond, and you
Mm-hmm.
have Yolanda Adams, and you have Black. So it's great. It's great.
Yeah.
Yeah, great, Mimao. And you, Luquitas, I want to know your thoughts.
Yeah, I think this movie is like one of those cases that they can capture a moment in time because the movie, I don't know, like walks side to side with the music that we had that moment, and the music videos that were all about like neighborhood, like a girl in a simple neighborhood, like with friends living, trying to live a dream. And we could see that in the hip hop and R&B music videos all the time back then. So the movie is also a reflection of that moment. And I really like the
Yeah.
song, of course. It's very inspirational and matches with the movie. The whole soundtrack is very cool. I really like I'm Good by Black. Is
Yeah.
it's
Mm-hmm.
really good. And that's it. And it's one of those movies that became a franchise that there's
Mhm.
another movies with the same name with different stories and less budget
Yeah.
Yeah.
to make. Yeah, but I recently watched the Honey 3 because is with Cassie. She's the star of the movie, and it's not that good, but it's not so bad, and
That bad. Yeah.
it's kind of cool because this one is in South Africa. So she lives in a simple neighborhood in South Africa. So for me was cool to see in a different perspective, like the same story of a girl that wants to dance. So yes, great choice.
Great
Yay.
choice.
Thank you. Yeah, it's a great. And I think it's really related to Mao's bonus track. You know, the kind of the theme that is positive, that it inspires you. So Mao.
Yeah.
I was hesitating so much to include that song because of the singer, but right now I want to make this disclosure before mentioning. Like, I'm
Mhm.
talking right now only about the song because the song was a very important part of my life in that moment when I watched the movie, and that was maybe the beginning of my love for R&B music, and is "I Believe I Can Fly" by R. Kelly.
Mhm.
I made the disclosure because of R. Kelly's behavior. That of course I hate it. That is
Controversial. Yes.
horrible, controversial, horrible. I of course don't accept that. The three of us don't accept that.
Yeah.
But the song is amazing, and you can deny it.
No, the song is
Like
good.
the song is very good. I remember when I watched Space Jam for the very first time.
Yeah.
It was actually today I'm in my dad's house, and it was very near because at the time I used to live here. I was like, I don't know, maybe 9 or 8, and it was very close in a park. I don't know why. It was not like a cinema or something like that. It was like a place where people play basketball actually, and they showed the movie. I don't know why. The
Oh,
park, and it was a magical moment for me because I was watching the movie and I was like, oh my god, this is beautiful. I love this movie. I was a kid, and in the final moment when the music starts, and then when I was in high school, I had the opportunity to read the lyrics. And this is one of my favorite songs of all time because the message is so good. Like, I believe I can fly, I believe I can touch the sky, and I love to sing that song. It's my karaoke song in a way. I
no.
and actually I'm not a Lucas is a great singer. Lucas is a singer. I'm,
Thank
I'm
you.
not a I'm not a singer. I'm not a good singer, but I know
You are.
exactly the notes. Thank you, friend. I know exactly the notes that R. Kelly does in the song because I study the song so much.
Yes.
Wow.
Like I play the song over and over and over again to try to sing as R. Kelly does. So yes, it's a magical song for me, and I was hesitating so much to include it because of R. Kelly, but at the end I was like, okay. In the past, he made wonderful songs, and this song is part of that. And
Yes.
anyway, I had to. It was necessary to include this song. So, what do you think, guys? Mi Mariel.
Well, obviously, I love the song. Like I mentioned, it's kind of related to "I Believe" by Yolanda
Yeah.
because it's one of those positive songs that you can achieve whatever you want. Obviously,
Actually, Yolanda has a cover of "I Believe I Can Fly" with Gerald de
oh
Ver.
really? I
Yeah,
didn't know
yeah,
that. Oh,
yeah,
okay, I will check it out.
This girl
Um,
really believe. Yes.
really, yeah, she does.
yeah.
Obviously, R. Kelly is out for me as a person,
Yes.
but you know, I have same feelings about other people that have committed several
Yeah.
things like that. Like Bill Cosby
Crimes.
for me was like the best ever, the best comedian ever. And when all that thing happened, I cannot see him the same way. So yeah, I understand. But
Yeah.
I believe I can fly is a great song. I think it matches perfectly with Space Jam.
Yeah.
With I know this the movie is like all about fun and mixing the Looney Tunes and everything is like fun, but the moment where it plays, I remember it perfectly. So it's great. It's a beautiful, powerful song. But
Yeah. for sure.
but not R. Kelly. Oh yeah. Bye.
No. Yeah. What do you think Luquitas?
Well, first, I want to say that we have the right to separate things. Like, it's totally possible not to like R. Kelly and love a song. Like I
Hmm.
mentioned before with Chris Brown, like I can't stand the guy, but I love a lot of songs.
Hmm.
So yes, we can do that. There's people that can't, but we can. So good for us. And second, I want to say that I know that both of you guys can sing. You just didn't choose to be singers, but you guys can sing.
Oh, thank
And
you, friend.
and about the song is like, what can I say, is one of those songs that even if you don't listen a lot, which is my case, you cannot deny that it's a great song, and it's like huge, like very well produced. The voice, the lyrics is one of those timeless songs that is so hard to have right now.
Hmm.
So great. And about the movie, I remember I was so excited when it was released. I was like 7, I think. And
No.
I remember not understanding how was possible the cartoons with real people. You know,
I know. Yeah, yeah, yeah.
I was like, "Oh my god, how is this possible?" And when the movie was released, I was very obsessed with another song in the soundtrack that was the Space Jam theme by Quality DJ. You know, Quality
Hmm.
Yeah,
DJs. Space Jam, so Space Jam. I love the song, and brings me back to my childhood like that. Like it's really good.
yeah.
So yes,
Yes, it's a
I
great
love this
movie. It's
choice.
great.
Very cool.
Yeah, it
Thank
was
you,
fun. It was
friends.
great. It was great that you included something made for kids,
Yes.
because
Yeah,
sometimes we forget how beautiful the lyrics are to children movies. So
Yes.
yeah.
yeah,
Yeah.
we should talk about that often, more often.
Yes.
Anyway, Luquitas, your final and bonus track is.
Okay, mine is a song called One in This World by Haley Duff, the sister of Hilary Duff. I decided to include this one because in the first list that I create for this conversation, they were all about teen movies that I love, like Lindsay
Mhm.
Lohan and Demi Lovato and those girls. After all, I changed everything, but I decided to keep this one so we can talk a little about this era of Disney movies and amazing soundtracks for teenagers of our generation. And One in This World is a song. I really love the whole soundtrack by A Cinderella Story that was released
Mhm.
in 2004. The whole soundtrack is really good, but I choose this song for a reason very similar to the Sixpence None the Richer song that I mentioned. It
Mhm.
brings me back to innocence. Like it's very sweet, but it's also kind of sad. The instrumental, the intro of the song brings me kind of sadness. I don't know. And she's talking
Mhm.
about
For sure.
maybe there is someone out there for everyone, and I don't know, it's beautiful and innocent. And I think I wanted to talk about it also because Haley Duff was supposed to have an album
Mhm.
twice, like in
Mhm.
2004 and then in 2007, and never happened. So it's one of those cases that we love to talk about of unreleased music. I was
Yeah.
very curious to know about the debut album that at first I think would be more pop rock because she released some songs in soundtracks, including
Mhm.
Yeah.
this one. And after in 2007, a magazine made a review about her album that never came, and they mentioned a song called Faded that was energetic, and I'm pretty sure was the song that Kate something from Australia recorded. Kate Deralgo.
Okay, Araujo, yes.
Yes, I'm pretty sure it's the same because
Mm.
everybody recorded that track. And they mentioned Holiday, that I'm pretty sure is the song that Hilary Duff ended recording in the best of
Mm,
later,
mhm,
because it
mhm.
was written by Haley Duff. So very sad we don't have those albums, but someday maybe can leak it. But we
Yeah.
have one in this world to listen. So I know Mao loves this movie too. So I wanna know your opinion, Mao.
Well, I have a story about this song actually. You know that I love the movie so much. One of my
Yeah,
favorite movies of all time. I love it, love it, love it.
yeah.
And for me, it's very sad, as you mentioned, friend, because I remember, and I think I talked about this story in other episodes. But when I was in when I was in the college, when I was in the university, like in the first or two semester of the university, I had a big crush on a guy, and he was
Mhm.
dating with a t-shirt. I think you remember the story. And in that moment for me was so difficult because I was so young. And I
Mhm.
remember I was in front of the computer in the library of the university, reading the lyrics of one of these words and
Oh,
crying
oh,
because of that, because I was thinking like one in this world for everybody or something like that. The
yes,
lyric says, like there is a person for you. And I was crying like, oh my god, maybe this guy is not the person for me, but I wanted so bad this guy
yes,
Mhm.
was for me, like, yes, I have that story. And when you
Oh,
share the song, I was like, remembering that time, and right now I'm a complete different person. And I remember this kind of story not with sadness or something like that. Like it was like a lesson
a
learned or
moment.
something like that.
Yes,
I had to a moment in my life, yes.
and
But
you
I
had the
love the song.
song to comfort. It's so beautiful.
Yes, 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 and I love the song. I love the song. Was part of a moment in my life, and I love the movie. You know it, and it was so hard for me not to choose a song, friend, from that movie because I
Yes,
love. Like I was thinking, like, oh my god, I love a lot of songs. For example, Crash World is
oh,
another
it's
song
perfect.
that,
Yeah, now you know.
yes,
mm,
that belongs to that moment, like
Yes,
because in that moment I was like, I'm living in a parallel world, living in a crash world. Yes, I
yes.
was thinking about the song, so yes.
What a great soundtrack. And you, Marielle?
Yeah,
well, I love the movie too. A Cinderella story is so beautiful. It's so cute. It's so innocent.
Yes,
It brings me back to my childhood. No, 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 like teenage years.
yes. Is
So
teenage
it's
years,
great.
yes.
another great movie of our generation. Is like a walk to
Mhm.
remember. Yeah.
And for
Yeah,
us as pop music fans, we really appreciate the soundtracks like this.
Yes.
I didn't remember much about this song until I played it. I was like, yeah, I remember now because I don't remember when in the movie it is played.
Just in
Um,
the credits. Yeah.
in the credits, yes.
Yes.
oh, it's not okay. I don't remember
Yeah.
that, but I think it's beautiful. Unfortunately, Haley was always under the shadow of her sister.
Of Hillary, yeah.
So yeah, so it's difficult to do it as good as Hillary was doing it back then. But
Yeah.
anyway, the song is so cute. It's so 2000s. It's teenage years of us 90s
Yes.
generations, you know. So yeah, it was a great choice, Luquitas. And
Thank you.
Yeah,
definitely, we are talking now a lot about these great movies that had made us happy, that whose soundtracks have like a special meaning for us. Maybe the movies cannot be like the best thing ever, but
no,
sometimes the
Yeah.
music can fill us with a lot of joy.
Of
So
course.
it
It's
was
also
great.
part of
for
our
sure.
soundtracks. Like Mao told
Yes.
his story. So
Mhm.
this
Yeah,
is very special. Yes.
Yes, so definitely we can say that these movies are part of our life soundtracks. So
Yes.
yeah, thank you everybody for watching. I want to know, we all want to know, what are your favorite movie soundtracks? Let us know
put it
in
in
the
the
comments
comments.
below. Yes, we'd love to know. There are other songs about, soundtracks we can talk about.
Yeah.
Yes, Adrian, we need a sequel. Definitely, we will have a second episode dedicated to this because
Yes.
the list is infinite. But definitely, we will do it. And thank you, Mao. Anything else you want to add before we leave?
No, thank you, friends. Thank you, the audience. Thank you, our beautiful supporting friends and fans, Adrian, Ruan, my mom, and my family. Joaquin, thank you so much. You are amazing. Thank you for the support. And the playlist for this episode is already available on Spotify.
Yes, don't forget to check it out and
Yeah,
remember with us these movies, and share with us the ones you like so we can listen to
yeah,
them too.
yeah.
Iquitas?
I want to say thank you, everyone watching. Thank you for you guys for being here again. I really love it. This track was very hard to choose the songs, but
Yeah.
that is also cool when it's hard to decide.
Yeah.
And I love it. The stories behind, like I feel like every week I'm enjoying this more and more. So it's really good. Thank you so much.
Yeah, same.
And actually, today we considering a lot of things. Because, for example, the three of us love Cinderella story. The three of us love She's All That.
Yeah.
So
Yes, I want to
today
remember.
we were very connected. I Walk to Remember, for example, we were very connected.
Yes, we are.
Yeah, for sure. I'm an old soul because I like old things, but I also like
Yeah,
Yeah,
more
but that
modern.
makes you unique. That's beautiful.
yeah,
Yeah.
yeah.
Yeah. Well, anyway, thank you everybody for watching. Thank you, Adriana, as always, for being here with us. Joaquin, Mao's mom, everybody that's been here for your support. Don't
Nancy,
forget,
thank you for your support.
yes, the entire Colombian country is always here with us, supporting
Yeah.
us.
Yes.
We cannot thank you enough for all the support. Stay tuned because next week we'll have another special episode. This time it's going to be Mouse Choice.
Yeah.
And well, don't forget to subscribe, give us a big thumbs up, and follow us on Instagram at Ready Set Pop Puff. You can contact us there and let us know what you guys want us to talk about. So, have a great night, everybody, and thank you so much for watching.
Bye.
Bye.